Hello ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Mantis here for Great North Wrestling today, and we have a very special treat for you tonight as we hear Jason Cash Dakoto screaming at the fans. This was from a few years ago when he used to manage Hannibal the Animal, the reigning Canadian heavyweight champion, who is in the ring right now, about to face off against a former Canadian heavyweight champion, the genius, the poet himself, leaping Lanny Poffo. And he looks like he has a poem for us all right now, so let's listen in and see what he has to say. Not that Hannibal seems to want to listen to it.
Be there when your neighbor hasn't got enough to eat. Try to hug your enemies and always be aware that in the Super Bowl of life, the tortoise beats the hare. Thank you.
Another poem from Lanny Poffo. Doc Cash says the poem is not true. Lanny Poffo, of course, known for his poetry, actually released a book on his poetry called Limericks from the Heart. He's also very well known in the wrestling community, not only for being the brother of Macho Man Randy Savage and the son of the late great Angelo Poffo, but he defeated the immortal Hulk Hogan in the prime of his career on NBC's Saturday Night Main Event, which was quite a feat because Hulk Hogan never lost at that point, and that was quite a shock to everyone in the wrestling world. Of course, he's feuded with Brutus the Barber Beefcake, as we see a huge knee to the chest of Lanny Poffo after a Muay Thai type hold to the head. Now Hannibal's just working away on the back of Poffo. He probably wishes he was back in his WWE days right now, when he managed the Beverly Brothers and Mr. Perfect. Kurt Hennig, as Hannibal misses a splash to the corner, lands sternum first right to that hard steel turnbuckle pad, just thin padding covering it, and he's paying for that splash right now. Lanny Poffo elbowing him in the back of the head, picking him up now with a square punch to the jaw. Hannibal holding his teeth area, but now he's fighting back with a punch right to the nose of Lanny Poffo, and a big double axe handle to the back. Now he's choking Poffo. The referee better get in there before he chokes Poffo right out. Poffo is wrestling in his clothes tonight here in Florenceville, Bristol, New Brunswick, because he lost his wrestling gear on the flight. He was supposed to receive the clothes in time to wrestle, but they did not come in time, which is not surprising, as Florenceville, Bristol is basically out in the middle of the wilderness, as Lanny Poffo gives a low blow to Hannibal here, which the referee did not see. That would have, of course, been an immediate disqualification if the referee had seen that. Lanny picks up Hannibal again, punches him right square in the face, follows up with a big boot to the midsection. He's still booting him. Now he's choking Hannibal, giving Hannibal a taste of his own medicine. Hannibal fights back with another big hit. Now he's choking Lanny Poffo. Of course, Hannibal, a former IWA Puerto Rico Intercontinental Champion and two-time World Wrestling Council Tag Team Champion in Puerto Rico as well. He has wrestled in England, he has wrestled in the Dominican Republic, all over the United States. He's had matches with the WWE, but here he is in Great North Wrestling with a headlock here. Of course, Hannibal has an amateur wrestling background, former national champion in freestyle wrestling, former Olympic trials silver medalist in Greco-Roman wrestling. He knows how to apply a headlock very tightly, and those 23-inch arms certainly help him out as well. Poffo fighting his way out though, showing a lot of heart here tonight. Hannibal stops him, throws him off the ropes, goes for a clothesline, misses, goes for a back body drop, sunset flip by Lanny Poffo, and we have a 1, 2, no! Hannibal kicks out, and Hannibal is not happy about that. He's going straight after Poffo with more of those huge double axe handles to the back, now just beating away on the back of Lanny Poffo and going right back to that headlock. Hannibal's screaming away now. Dark Cash screaming away at the referee. That's got to be a distraction for the referee to have this idiot on the outside causing so much havoc. He should be barred from ringside. Of course, Great North Wrestling has been to New Brunswick 3 or 4 times. We've been to Alberta numerous times. We've even been to Quebec, and we operate mostly out of Ontario, but we go all over Canada. As the crowd here cheering for Lanny Poffo to get up and make a comeback here on Hannibal. Dark Cash telling the crowd to shut up and pounding the mat, trying to motivate Hannibal to get back up and stay in this. Hannibal should squeeze harder. No, he has a better idea. He's going to headbutt Lanny Poffo in the temple as he goes outside the ring, almost lands on some fans. As he gets thrown outside of the ring, you better watch out at these events if you're a fan. Do not walk too close to the ring. Hannibal, what's he doing? He's got a chair. He's got a chair. Referee, get in the way. This is not called for. Who's going to kill him? Lanny Poffo stops Hannibal just in the nick of time with a boot to the midsection and throws Hannibal about as hard as I've ever seen anyone thrown into a solid steel, thick steel ring post. Hannibal is suffering right now. He may even be busted open from that. Hannibal rips open the shirt of Lanny. Thunderous chops now to Lanny Poffo. 2.
Come on, old man.
Turns him around again. A 3rd, just absolutely blistering chop to Lanny Poffo. And the crowd is booing Hannibal.
Hannibal is the best wrestler in Canada and in North America. Finish him!
Dark Cash very confident in his man, as you can hear. A lot of fans out there may agree with Dark Cash. Of course, Hannibal was more on the evil side of wrestling at the time of this match. He has since seen a bit of a brighter side. He's a lot nicer to the fans these days, but he still certainly has a mean streak in him. Of course, he's the reigning Canadian heavyweight champion, a title that Lanny Poffo once held. As you see Lanny Poffo go up like a sack of rocks for Hannibal's big body slam, but Hannibal powers him up and slams him down to the mat as he says he's unstoppable. And now he appears to be going up on the ropes. This is a risk here. But Hannibal is known to be a bit of a high flyer despite being 285 pounds. As Lanny Poffo moves out of the way, Hannibal pays for that mistake. But I don't know if Lanny has any energy left. He's absolutely looks completely tuckered out. He's crawling on the mat right now. He can barely stand up. But he's going after Hannibal. He has revenge on his mind here. A big shot to the kisser of Hannibal. A 2nd shot. And Hannibal's just barely able to keep his hands up to protect himself. A 3rd shot to the kisser. And again, that's got to loosen some teeth on Hannibal. Lanny Poffo just wailing away on the face of Hannibal. Now he goes up for a body slam of his own. Smashes Hannibal down. Could we be seeing a moonsault here? Lanny Poffo, of course, was the innovator of the moonsault and the Swanton Bomb. Was the first wrestler to show those moves in North America, and it looks like we are going to be seeing his finishing maneuver right now. The moonsault, and he hits him square on. It could be all over too. No. Hannibal barely kicks out, and now Hannibal's henchman Darko on the outside. This referee better send Darko back to the back. This is completely unfair. Hannibal already has Dark Cash out there. That's enough of a distraction for the genius. But now Darko's out there too, as Hannibal lays one in thick on Poffo. Poffo fires back though and rakes the eyes of Hannibal. And it appears he's going for a neck breaker. Shades of a ravishing Rick Rude. Right there, a man who Lanny Poffo has wrestled many times throughout his 8-year career in WWE. And of course, Lanny even had a 3-year career with WCW World Championship Wrestling. As Hannibal nails him in the face and throws Poffo again out to that hard concrete floor. Of course, Great North Wrestling does not use pads around their ring. Their wrestlers are the toughest in the world. And I believe I hear Dark Cash actually trying to bribe the ref How much do you want? He's saying. The ref is saying, I don't get paid off. I am an official of Great North Wrestling. And now he's checking on Hannibal, making sure Hannibal's okay. He's taken quite a beating in this match as well. He's asking Hannibal if he can continue. Darko on the outside taking a look at Lanny Poffo as the referee is tending to Hannibal. He doesn't see any of this. Let's get a camera over there so we can see what's going on.
DQ.
Dark Cash is saying to DQ Lanny Poffo. Apparently he punched Darko on the outside of the ring, which of course he should be saving those punches for Hannibal, staying away from Darko, as we see Hannibal, who's absolutely out of it on the outside, but he's got a chair again. He's picked up a solid steel chair, and I could hear that all the way from where I am in Manchester, England, as you hear that sickening thud of steel against flesh as that chair meets the outside of Lanny Poffo's back. Lanny's a big muscular fellow, but that chair's gotta hurt. Could we be seeing the sacrifice powerbomb here? Hannibal's finishing move. Nobody gets up from this. He's got Lanny Poffo up in the air. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Sacrifice powerbomb is Hannibal's finishing maneuver. It's a spectacular maneuver, but the fans here are not pleased with the outcome of this match. This crowd is very lively and they are not happy whatsoever that Hannibal has won this match. Now Hannibal has the microphone, it looks like. He's taunting Lanny Poffo. He has some very unkind words for the crowd here tonight and for Lanny Poffo himself. But he has won this match. Dark Cash is happy. Hannibal's henchman Darko is happy.